through the night, shield shining so bright, protector strong and true, the last of the Dragoona crew. Fires blaze on high, wings spread across the sky, members sworn to fight. In the dark we find the light. Dragoona, hear our call, together we stand tall. We are the hope and flame, guardians of the dragon's name. Through shadows we proceed, guided by an ancient creed. We'll save the dragon's line with every breath we climb. Ancient power within, against the dark we'll win. Hearts of steel and gold, this legacy we hold. The cult of the dragon bleeds, so we may then succeed in keeping our whirling blood alive and forever born. Dragoona, hear our call, together we stand tall. We are the hope and flame, guardians of the dragon's name. Through shadows we proceed, guided by an ancient creed. We'll save the dragon's life with every breath we climb. The power within, against the dark we'll win. Hearts of steel and gold, this legacy we hold. The cult of the dragon bleeds, so we may then succeed in keeping our whirling blood alive and forever born. Dragoona, hear our call, together we stand tall. We are the hope and flame, guardians of the dragon's name. Through shadows we proceed, guided by an ancient creed. We'll save the dragon's life with every breath we climb.
God, that hits really fucking hard. Like, dead ass, that's probably one of the better ones I've made in a long time. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's see, Adventures Within Publishing. We're still at a flat $0. Let's go! For those of you that are joining us and are curious about what the donation thing is for, there's a link in the description if you want to just donate money to us so that we can get our game published when it comes live. Pretty much we got hit hard with the OGL shenanigans back in fuck amount of time. It's been too long and I already still have hard feelings for it. But yeah, so all of our published content that we originally had got taken down until we can get this new system that we are developing out, which is called Adventures Within. It's supposed to be an inspiration of 5th edition, Pathfinder 2, a bit of Warhammer, and a little bit of just my own twists, like Final Fantasy, stuff like Mortal Kombat kind of things, because the Blood Mage takes inspiration from Scarlet. and just redoing things that I feel that 5th edition and Pathfinder make either confusing or difficult or just simply making it easier by rearranging things. So yeah, there's that. If you guys want to be part of the playtest, feel free to reach out and join our Discord. And on top of that, if you want to see us go publishing and make it, live and a real thing, feel free to drop a donation down in the description below. Every little bit helps. Don't have to, don't want to, but hey, it's there.
I hate having an itch you just can't scratch.
Understandable. That's one way to join the fucking call.
That was the first thing said in a minute too, so...
Like, I joined back in the call and that's all I hear.
That's that's the title of the stream.
So, what do we got? Oh, how are we starting?
First, I'm gonna try and get characters rezzed. Second, I'm gonna...
Shy is out cold on the couch, so we're just gonna leave that for that.
Yeah, if we can get Shy rezzed, that's fine. We can just throw her
in the infirmary.
Yeah.
Misery's already dead, so it's going to be a little harder to get her back.
We get Misery true. Well, actually, I have a thought. Misery is just a corpse now. Couldn't just regular resurrection work to bring her back as full human?
Fortunately, that's not how that works.
That's stupid.
At least for plot.
Yeah, she's undead, so you have to get some necromancy.
I didn't ask. I asked Pyrocana.
So, when we last left off, a lot of stuff went down. There was a lot of
Joe and I over here being the biggest idiots.
Alright, so, yeah.
So, in all seriousness, though, you guys interacted in combat with the Cult of the Dragon ambush that were originally trying to just straight rob your cart, and it gradually turned into costing the lives of 2 of your party members.
Sure, it's not.
Some of the... Yeah, it is. But, so, 2 of them had fallen, and eventually led to their death. A lot of them, Cult of the Dragon members, had been defeated, and a lot of them had fled. It is well known that the few that did manage to escape had taken a few things off of the bodies. I can't think of Tori's name right now.
Lynn,
there we go.
It's 3 letters.
My dumbass was thinking Luna.
No, I didn't name my character after my partner or your elf.
So, Lynn gathered the bodies over time, summoned their dragon, and started making way back to the Dragon Sanctuary. On arriving...
Joe, can you turn that off? Oh, no, wait, that's Pyro's.
So, what was once, a nice, simple morning cruise has suddenly turned into a rather grim trail back in the midst of the mid-afternoon.
Is Joe still AFK?
The sanctuary seems rather quiet at this particular hour. most people are already out doing their initiate training or out on their first mission. Braxis and Sable are in the center of the square next to the main fountain, interacting with each other. They seem to be in a rather calm manner.
I forgot I gave my dragon a stripper name. No way. Yes, I did. Well, because Joe has the bodies, I technically have to wait for him. And he went to the bathroom. Because I feel like if I try to pull the bodies out of Gloop Master, I'm just gonna get stuck. Actually, no way. I have the party's highest strength score.
Good in
Pyro,
theory,
can
just
I?
do it.
Pyro, can I attempt to pull the bodies out of Gloop Master?
You pull him out of Gloop Master.
Oh, no strength save needed, even though he's an ooze?
No, just to get this thing moving along.
Okay.
Okay, so
So I'm gonna one hand Chi, or over one shoulder is Chi. Actually, no, under the arms. Under one arm is Chi, under the other arm is Misery. And you said Sable and Draxis are.
Center square. I want to know where my minis for them went, like genuinely. I had them.
I love that Kana's mini mini we've been using was one of the animated ones. I'm gonna set the characters there, then help you see if I can find them around the edge of the table real quick.
I'm probably
Okay,
just gonna do one of these.
I think I found Sable. Sable was a female druid, right?
Halfling, yeah.
Alright. Boom, there's Sable.
We're just gonna use this for now, just by the fuck not.
That's an enemy.
I'm struggling to grip my mouse.
Firmly grasp it.
I have nothing to grasp it with.
The whole joke is that when Squidward couldn't, when Patrick said that to Squidward couldn't grasp it. Hi, Sean. Welcome to the stream several hours later. Sean dipped.
You
What
just
a
said firmly
bastard.
grasp it and dip. That's the equivalent of joining chat saying penis and leaving.
Dude, I have joined just to rickroll people when music bots were around the first time.
okay, so
You remember when Rhythm didn't used to be part of Discord, Pyro? I used to rickroll Ethan, Todd, Matt, all of them, all the fucking time.
what?
Well, I'm waiting for Pyro. Oh, Pyro's got his minis. Lynn's gonna run up, panting, out of breath. We need help.
Well, of course you do. You know. Oh shit.
Yeah, and this 5'3", this 5'3" corgi girl is, I don't know how tall Chi-Chi is, but two far larger than her people under each arm.
See, now for some fucking
her-
reason, I just have like Shina Uno, or how the fuck you pronounce it. My brain is not braining. Just like
Shiba Inu.
yes, like the actual dog just carrying both of them in their mouth like they're fucking Chinese takeout, and they're just swaying left and right.
Yeah, but Lynn's a corgi.
Yeah, but it's funnier when you see a fucking Shina Ua.
No, but the idea of a stubby-legged dog just dragging both of them.
Yeah.
Also, Lynn is technically a dwarf because corgi means dwarf dog.
So,
Right.
yeah.
But
So,
yeah, she just...
They will both. What the fuck? Hold on.
She just runs up to both of them, covered in both her own blood, their blood, and the blood of their enemies. Or not both, covered in so much blood. All the blood.
So they both kind of just lead you like the fucking nurses shoving open the doors as there's like a stretcher roller just going through the hallways, leading you into a makeshift infirmary. And they lay both of them down on the own independent beds. Nothing extravagant, they're just your basic straw beds.
They both need resurrection magic. Their
Alright, I'm back,
pulses...
Sorry it took
My
so
God.
long.
Does Gloopmaster follow Lynn and the others to the infirmary?
Yes.
Okay. So, Sable will start muttering an incantation, and she starts honing in an energy that is not like most clerics or even druids. She's muttering an incantation that seems to be more ancient than that, is the modern for resurrection.
Suddenly Victor shows up. The fuck you need?
Suddenly Victor shows up. Alright, I'm here. Oh, hell no, not you again, leaves.
He takes one look at Misery, just goes, nah, walks back into his fucking magic door.
Well, that's all I got. So,
Then, yeah, he's one of the older things in your world.
Anyone got a phoenix down?
heard. So anyway, she's muttering an incantation. It seems a lot ancient than common magic, and like almost like one of those incense machines. How there's just like a gentle smoke that starts dripping off of them. Her fingers begin to summon a very gentle gray glow, and off of her makeshift dress, a little smoke begins to just pour, like
Ow, my knee!
about as dense as like a vape cloud, as it just very gracefully starts pouring out.
Now is not the time to vape.
And as the cloud slowly becomes wider and engulfs the entirety of the floor, it begins to creep itself up to Chi-Chi. And it very slowly encapsulates her, making almost like a cocoon. And the incantation that Sable is muttering goes from something she's constantly repeating to something different, as if she is channeling some kind of divinity. After about 12 minutes of focusing and concentrating, the cocoon settles, and you see a very, very slow but gentle rise in depression in Kiki's chest. Very slow breath. The cocoon slowly dissipates and reforms into the fog into the floor before making its way towards Misery. Not even 5 minutes go by before the smoke just drops. And Sable just kind of dips her head down and just shakes her head slowly. She's too far gone.
Suddenly, Greg descends from the heavens, casts lay on hands. I'm sorry, that
Suddenly the
entered-
floorboards are just...
You
The
do not know
demon-
how to.
I didn't.
God damn it, why do I have to do all the hard work around here? I was taking that peacefully on beachside with wife. And here I am,
I was-
suddenly having to deal with your stupidity, because you cannot do simple resurrection magic on undead. It's very simple. Allow me to demonstrate. Rise.
Open.
But yeah,
Open sesame.
you wanna, Pyro? Do you wanna like kind of?
Whenever Pyro takes over Greg's voice, it's always weird to me. But it's funny because Pyro does Nikolai when Greg is heavy weapons guy.
So Pyro, you like? I had a feeling Misery wasn't coming back, so.
Yep.
So how do we want to introduce my character?
With time.
Lynn is just gonna slump against the wall. Mostly due to her own injuries, but
What the hell happened?
we were ambushed. Some kind of very thin wire blade cut the cart in half. I don't know why, but Chi-Chi stood still, and while Gloop Master and I were taking care of several hordes of the other enemies and trying to save Chi, and as I tried to get to Chi-Chi, Misery was surrounded.
It was like she went to shock. First time the battle ended.
Hold on, can you speak up a little, Pyro?
I could try.
Your sound effects are a little louder than you are.
Let me see if it's coming.
They got fucking wasted, man. Told them they should have tried some of my crack rocks. It would give them superpowers.
Alright, is that any better?
Yes. Yeah, please don't do the quiet voices with the sound effects all the way up.
Wasn't exactly doing a quiet voice, but I guess it just naturally came out quiet. Anyway.
To be fair, Brian and the other characters who share his voice or a similar voice all have a low, quiet pitch.
She must have went into shock. First actual live fight and didn't know what to do. It surprised me. So,
I'm most angry about Misery. She stayed up the whole time and we couldn't get to her fast enough.
you're surrounded and you're outnumbered. You can't, defend yourself fast enough or at least hold your ground. The tidal wave will eventually engulf you. So you said you were ambushed by who?
Cult of the Dragon, who else?
Oh, it could have been orcs, it could have been, bandits, it could have been fucking anything.
What continent are we on?
You're on Faruna.
Alright. If it's orcs, it depends on what region we're in. I know there's one prominent family who tries to keep the others in control.
How far was this ambush? How far out?
Can you show me a map?
You can't tell me how far out you were. Time.
That slipped my mind, but I can show you on a map.
When we get back to my office, we'll take care of that.
The instant shock of being suddenly not in, or the wagon we were in suddenly being sliced in half, a large chemical fire, and our friends being dead and one of them unable to be saved. Kinda remove that thought. It wasn't the most important. Survival and saving was.
That's one of the downsides with war. People come, people go, people rise, people fall. Some people write a letter that'll never be sent. Some will write letters that just pile up and never get sent just due to the fact that they've got no one to send them to. One of the downsides of war.
Pyro, while Drekitz is talking, Lynn is going to gently shift through Misery's robes to see if there's anything to indicate, like religion, anything that could help her figure out burial rites.
Let me look.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Alright, I think I'm pro in investigation. Do we still add our modifiers to nat 1s?
Yes.
7.
Because you forget 1s and 20s are just a number to me. So,
I was asking because some people rule that you don't for nat 1s.
So you find a fairly large key ring, probably like a prison key ring. You find some clothes, some gloves, a couple packs of various items. You see what kind of looks like an aquamarine jewel that's like carved out and shaved to be the shape of a teardrop. And other than that, she doesn't really have much on her person. She probably, if anything, had a lot of her items worth of any value stolen off of her when she was born.
Unfortunately, I don't know her burial rites. So I guess we'll just have to go with a more traditional human burial.
Usually the case for a lot of our fallen. We bury them, or if they have any kin or descendants or anything of immediate ancestry that's available to be communicated with. We'll see to their wishes. Being that they are a fresher fruit summoned via the medallion, they were more brought in out of a time of dire. So, old-fashioned is. Now then, I think it's best we let the fox rest. We'll recover quickly, but not enough to be worthwhile throwing her back in the battle. Plus, to review training for her. If she's just gonna freeze up in battle again, I can't promise her safety a second time.
I myself have some wounds I need to tend to before we can do anything.
Find your way to the chapel. There you'll find some pretty still. He'll patch you up.
Alright. Is there a bathhouse or anywhere I can wash off afterwards?
There's a
also,
down the road.
Alright. What do they say to Lynn being in her black gi instead of her crystal? Or, well, I guess she has the black gi over her crystal gi.
They more think of it as like an overcoat, if anything. So, well,
apparently, Matt got told 1941 was a good year at work again.
Jesus fuck. But well, her wounds are being tended to. Both of you, I would recommend that you get your own wounds tended to. I have a few letters I need to write. Need to get word out to the North and to the High Council immediately.
let's go get healed.
Okay.
So I take it after they get healed and cleaned up, that's when they're supposed to go meet Drax for Draxus.
Sure.
For what
We'll
the
say
fuck?
about 4 hours passed between getting patched up, bandaged, your wounds being closed, you know, simple remedies, and then kind of like
Probably
a
some
incense
probably some
burning and
repair of our
yeah,
geese, because I believe both Gloop and Lynn wear geese.
all that. Meanwhile, you got incense and sage burning for spiritual lifting. You get the benefits of a short rest. Also, I realized just recently, when reviewing the Blood Mage, do either of you realize that you can actually heal on a short rest?
Yeah.
Monks?
Anyone.
Yes.
By rolling hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Because no one's ever done it, I think. That's why I was curious about it.
There's not been a need because all of our characters have always had healing capabilities. And we saved our hit die to be more of a last resort.
Gotcha. Okay. Because Blood Mage has the ability to sacrifice hit die in exchange for, like, more power.
So
I was gonna say I thought Brynel did that once, but no, Brynel did something else. How many key points do Goop and I get back, or Gloop and I get back?
On a short rest, I believe all of them.
Okay, yeah, no, we we get all of them. I think it's monks, fighters, and no, it's monks, barbarians, and sorcerers who get all their shit back on a short rest.
So, Pyro, is my character somewhere in the camp?
Not yet.
You're violently making your way.
So, as you approach Draxus' office, so let's go ahead and just, you go on. You would take a snooze.
Wait, where'd Lynn go?
Is this Lynn?
Lynn's the one that was standing. Kana's is the token that's laying down.
I didn't see the laying down. They all look the same from my angle. That's why I also hover over to see the name. So let me add that real quick.
Well, Kana's is the only one that is one of the base game, or was one of the only ones that was a base game mini, because I thought it was cool that they can run, attack, and die, which is why I grabbed it when I did. Yoink. Oh. Yoink. I was trying to grab Gloop and Lynn at the same time. 600 lives to save. It's just one life to take.
I do find it mildly amusing how someone in a Denny's the other day decided they were gonna do like the jukebox and play Psychosocial.
I don't know that song.
I did my time, and I want out. The Slipknot.
Nope, never listened to much Slipknot.
No, that's literally one of their most famous songs. Anyway.
I did my time, and I want out.
POV, you're ready to clock out.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you enter into Drax's office. Lynn notices very quickly a large shift in the maps and its flags. What was once a various number of both Cult of the Dragon, the Sanctuaries, Dragon Burials, the Cult of the Dragon is very quickly climbing in territorial claimage. from what you remember, compared to now, 5 sanctuaries have fallen. And they've been overtaken by Cult of the Dragon, just judging by the flags.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I would like to point out, because of one of my features, for the map, I should never actually have to make checks for it. It's my origin feature.
Heard.
Names, faces, and places. I can remember them very well.
Heard.
It's the bounty hunter ability.
Yep. So,
Alright.
we're here. So whereabouts did you get attacked?
I'm gonna point to where it was on the map, Pyro.
Okay.
Or the area closest to us that looks the most like it, and then I'll probably scan for any others in the same direction that look like it, and just point out where it could be.
Roll a
I
D6.
imagine in roll a d6.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I imagine in the heat of the battle, my abilities a little bit foregone for, obvious reasons.
Because your mind is preoccupied with other things.
Yeah, one.
Okay. So, you point it out on the map. And he'll give a gentle nod, and he'll take a flag that has, what looks like a pickaxe, and stabs it, like, right next to where your finger is. And then he'll take, like, a red berry and squeeze it, dip what looks like a toothpick or something close to it, and just draw an X next to it. Alright. Send out a couple messages. Long story short, we're losing ground fast. It's getting to the point where if we don't get some kind of miracle of hope, we're losing this war quickly.
Couldn't you ask the hero family for help? They
Sure.
love to fight for a good cause.
Yeah, but when the good cause is something that very easily they have a history with, not in a good way, they're not interested. They don't have an interest with surviving and helping out dragons after, well, the Cult of the Dragon has swooned over a lot of numbers of our kin. Yeah.
I'm sure they'd love to stomp out the Cult of the Dragon, though, and if you provide them the opportunity to learn, to gain new knowledge of martial ways and learn how to use, or give them the opportunity to collect new weapons for their legendary keep.
We've already tried twice. They weren't willing to humor either one. The first time, they just didn't even bother acknowledging us. The second time, they at least replied with something that very much close along to not interested, fuck off. This has to do with the history they have with dragons. But again, I don't blame them. But it's gotten to the point where I've had to reach out to the High Council for assistance. It's also getting to the point where I'm going to have to start pulling together a small army to start marching towards the well. I want you three to be part of it.
Alright.
Gets down to the wire. There's a good chance that not only will myself have to join, but Sable. We're at the end of our foothold, and if we take any step back further, we're off the cliff. Golden Dragon's winning. I don't know what Sable sees in all of us, but he sees something. I've been wanting to throw in the towel for quite a while now, but she insists that it's for the good of the Wormling blood.
Well, as long as your coin stays better than theirs, I'm on your side.
You should
I'm
rest
not
up.
I will point this out, I'm not exactly a mercenary. but my interests are more motivated for my order. And I'm sure you could convince many a dragon to help keep an ally on your side for a small portion of horde.
I've reached out to several guilds, also the High Council. We should have a few others joining in our bounds. One of them will be joining your crew, your platoon.
Alright.
Oddly enough, they're related to that Misery character. They specifically asked to be part of yours as a replacement to Misery. But I will say, that one scares me. Mostly just because we have instant access to higher power. And by higher power, I mean literal gods. Something even the High Council doesn't even have.
I know the hero family has that, but like you said, they don't want.
Well, if a dragon were to bombard your entire kingdom and leave you to rebuild, and just when you think you're finished, they bombard you again 3 times over, I would be pretty confident they would have zero interest in assisting their.
I never knew the hero family fell to a dragon ever.
They didn't fall; they just were
Buildings lost.
conveniently mishapped. They're in the middle of constructing a new portion of their expansion to the kingdom, building new walls and new houses for citizens. Cult of the Dragon destroyed it, leaving just enough to keep them at step 1. They made progress,
So
got
they're-
popped back up, and then it was just reset all over 3 times.
The existence of the already formidable fortress. I've seen it once from a distance. It is quite grand. I can't believe the Cult of the Dragon would stand a chance against an army as ancient and well trained as theirs. Don't they have a demigod and justice directly on their side?
I never said that the Cult of Dragon remained victorious. I just simply said that they had their work set back enough times that they had just lost respect.
I assume the demigod face the cults the 3rd time.
It
I've
got to
heard
that
he's
point. Or at least that's what the report said.
I've heard he's quite the angry man. He doesn't like it when anyone attacks his kin.
Especially 4 times.
I can't believe they didn't get erased the first time. Though I know he doesn't like to upset his kin, but I think he must have had enough and his pride took back over.
As far as I'm aware. First time it was just a run and gun. It dropped a decent heavy payload and just took off. The orcs didn't have enough time to react or retaliate.
But the demigod is always watching them, isn't he? Or at least that's how the stories go.
So we're told. Second time over, same thing. Third time, they decided to get a little greedy. Try a little more. So they went for a bigger blow. Luckily, they had enough time to get an onslaught and just push them back to where they came from. Fourth time, they decided they wanted to bite off more than they could chew, and they took the blade of that, which is the god demigod.
I would have loved to see him work his axe or see his magic. I hear he's quite the formidable man.
We're getting a little off topic here. So,
I have a special interest in battle.
understandable. However, I understand you were given the retrieval of an ancient egg. I'll pass it over to another platoon. I need you and 3 other platoons to make way to the well once reinforcements have arrived. Judging by the way that the High Council responded in great haste, it's only probably about 24 hours to 29 before they arrive.
I would like to suggest something. For our original deed, I would suggest sending more than 4.
That's why I'll have a group of 12 plus 3, making a total of 15.
That sounds good. They should be able to eliminate them that way and keep each other up.
Normally, with simple platoons of groups of 4, a simple task as an egg retrieval from a very small camp is reliable. However,
We have a special kind of ambush.
It's almost like they knew you were coming. That's what.
Domain
me.
expansion, malicious back shots.
Can that be Goopmaster special?
I think I might go. I'm gonna go on a rage and damn me. Wait, continue.
So go ahead and get your rest. You're gonna need it. Once that these reinforcements have arrived, it's gonna be hell let loose.
Alright.
Also, question for the plasmoid.
The what?
Plasmoid. That
Oh, that's what you call Goopmaster? His race? Or Gloopmaster?
some refers
I
to his
just-
legs, some refers to his plasmoids, some refers to his mucus.
I thought he was a Guardon that refused to fully take human form.
But anyway, question for you. How the hell did you not die? Your kinds are known to be very easily to be defeated.
I think he was on pixie dust. It seems to be a favorite of his.
So,
Sorry, Joe, I'll let you respond.
Huh?
You got asked how the hell did you not die?
I'm him.
It was him.
Him. I'm built different.
The two of us are martial artists. It's not hard to survive, especially when you have, well, odd abilities such as the two of us. His more malleable form allows for him to fight even greater than many artists.
It's like I always say, be without form, be like water.
I
Well,
would
listen
also
here,
like to
Bruce
ask,
Lee.
is
Gloop, Lee.
it's canon in my mind that Gloopmaster's actual last name is Lee.
so,
Also,
Everyone just
hold
calls
on
me
real quick.
Gloop.
Well, they call you Gloopmaster. Is it standard practice?
But my
to
friends
send-
call me Gloop.
is
My
it
friends call me
standard
Coke.
Is it standard practice to send people without healing equipment?
It was not needed, being that you had
She got you.
access to that in the arsenal that you require. However, when you're dispatched to the well, you're going to need a lot of it. Especially if the Cult of the Dragon decides they want to get back into the hands of the Olympia.
Maybe we take as much as we need then?
I feel like 10 of a piece would be good enough.
Alright.
10 for you, 10 for you, 10 for her, when she awakens.
10 of
for
what
each.
type?
Don't mind me casually trying to pull open my table of rules. Moderates.
Moderate. How much does that one do again?
75. So I suggest you rest. By afternoon tomorrow, reinforcements should be back. Platoons that have been recalled should have returned. You can make your way to the temple. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I think it's time we get desperate.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm just.
So.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just excited.
No, you're
I guess Lynn's gonna go meditate. Or maybe chill with Loop.
Alright, we're gonna take a fiver, just because I need to refill my drink and grab a snack real quick. That Mac dude put what appears to be a soda in the.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
What happened?
Soda.
Little.
Li.
I don't see a soda. Where's the soda?
All right, I'll be right back.
Hold on. I don't see anything in the comments. Where's the soda?
Alright. All good? Did any leave?
Hey.
I'm here.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Yeah. Fun fact. You guys, you know how I'm like obsessed with fucking Most Wanted 2005,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
the Need for Speed game that I played a shit ton of. All right. Well, anyway, I finally got my fucking hands on it. The flea market had it, and I fucking went butt nuts for it. Asked the dude for a price, and he said, "Yeah, $30." I said, "Fucking sold. Give me that limited edition, black edition."
Is it a disc?
It's the disc, the case, the original art, the fucking manual, and it's for the PS2.
All right, I'm back. What I miss?
Not much.
We murdered the entire cult of the Dragon Kana.
So, I guess you guys are taking a rest.
Yeah, everyone gains the benefits of a long
Yeah.
rest.
So, what happens when we wake up?
So when they wake up, they just morning, very late morning, as they quickly realize as they look around, and it seems like everyone is almost done with their morning duties. So that easily is an indicator that everyone overslept. And Draxus appears to be in the main plaza, interacting with a group of individuals that definitely don't have Dragoona armor on. However, they're giving Dragoona emblems on them to at least a sign that they are allied with them.
Oh, please let this be it.
One of them is a 8-foot tall orc in samurai armor. That I have been resurrected from the dead.
Greg is just a Zetithia Goku at this point.
Honestly, though, he's kind of always been Zetithia Goku. You literally gave him Super Saiyan powers with the helmet, and then some.
I want this to be. I want this to be epic. I'm sorry. I'm just psyched.
So what do you do?
I guess we approach. Is there
Are
any
you
shadows?
Are you approaching me?
Are you challenging me? I actually said that to a coworker at work, and they looked at me weird, and I was like the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah. Like, are you challenging me?
I tried my best to say it like how Shaggy says it.
Are you challenging me? Like, are you that stupid?
All right. So,
Do you think you can beat me with my power level at 2%?
Heard.
How foolish.
Shaggy Ball Z.
It's a great rap, or it's a great animated rap series.
So as you approach, you see a variety of different individuals. Some of them appear to be from the Blood Guild. Some of them appear to be from some sort of monastery, because they also have monk features. However, they don't exactly look like monk material. They must be something else.
This is an example of Bao's face covering. Just in case you were getting ready to introduce her.
Do Loop or I recognize the martial art style the other martial artists are?
Not that you can see of. If you had to guess, they're not even monks, but they definitely have similar apparel to a monk. It's really
So are
confusing.
they
It's
the
really a
boxer
confusing.
class?
Not the box. No, they're not the pugilist.
Also, by the way, when you make that, let me know. Also, please make a drunken pugilist version so I can totally do Galad as that.
When I make the pugilist, it's probably gonna be for a supplement, not like a core.
Ah, shit. Well, actually, Galad being a drunken monk makes more sense because he actually is a monk as well as a pugilist. Because boxing is his job.
Draxus will notice you each approaching, and he'll just give like a gentle nod of just acknowledging of your existence. All right, you're finally awake, gentlemen, well, lady and gentlemen.
I
Like
wouldn't
it-
call Gloop a gentleman.
Fuck you.
All right, furry and cum bucket. Like to introduce you both to your new platoon member.
Oh, I got a lot more in me than a bucket's worth.
I'm clocking out. Good night.
All right.
You brought that upon yourself.
Do the description, Pyro.
Nope,
It's
that's
like-
not my job. That's your job.
Okay. You basically see a pink armor clad warrior with a face covering that it's like a single cloth with an eye symbol, and you notice that they're doing a very odd swaying stance, like Voldo from Soul Calibur.
Or they're doing their idle
Soul
animation.
Calibur. I'm imagining it's like the kind of drunken sway Galad always has.
And you notice that they have they're wearing a like a pink pattern kimono that's tied up a little bit to at least expose their legs, and a large wicker basket on the back of their back that appears to be webbed up with a lid. Like at least the rim of it is webbed up. And you also notice that her hair is all decorated, like you know those hair pins or whatever, they're like sticks.
Yeah, they're just hair clips.
Yeah, she's got those, and she's like, "Ooh, what a lumpy dumpy drink of water, and boy am I thirsty." It's like, "Hi, you can call me Bao Han."
Lynn just pushes her back with her bow staff very gently. Just like, no.
It's like, oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Domain expansion. AK-47 with extendo mags.
They're from the Blood Guild. Commander Brynald explicitly said 4 rather than himself. We would like to have him in our alliance. However, beggars can't be choosers.
And you also notice that her skin is really pale, like chalky white pale.
But also love to get that Zalar folk that everyone's talking about, but at the same time, him and Sylvester are a little preoccupied.
Who's Zalar?
And she basically says, "Oh, by the way, I had a mission while I was on my way here. Someone tried to rob me. Of course, he's wearing his thief's bag on his pancreas at the moment."
That's fucking disgusting.
Lynn actually manifests a Glock.
You just see her like open up a scroll and just write / give player dot item
Glock
GL19327_15.
It's just 15 Glock 19s duct taped
So-
to each other, except for one has a longer handle with the trigger further down.
Oh, and she's like, it's been a long time since I had someone so feisty, Kumo. I'll have to.
What did she just say?
Yeah, sometimes she'll end her sentences with Kumo.
I don't know what that means.
Could be worse. It could be Kupo.
I don't know what that means.
Kupo is, in Final Fantasy, the Moogles will end every sentence with Kupo. That's really awesome for you to think of that, Kupo.
What do the Moogles look like?
They're like the
You
little
know-
white cats that kind of do the floating with the red ball antenna.
Fun fact, did you know that those are in a couple other games? There's
But
some
yeah,
in Earthbound.
but yeah, she basically was like, so, what's our first mission? I got things to do, heads to roll,
Hold that thought.
people to.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Everyone's dead. Oh,
What do you mean everyone's
fucking
dead?
Half of the party's dead.
No, only 1/3 of the party's dead.
And
Oh,
now
someone-
you've got someone on your team who is going to be very.
Or no, not 1/3, 1/4.
Alrighty, sorry about that. So anyway,
Maybe technically 1/5, because now we've got a replacement member.
Also, she just kind of like she's like, Draxus, didn't I do good during training?
just whatever you do, don't yell spider climb every time you do your little jump. It's just really fucking weird.
And she just like you can see her like crawl up a tree like she crawls up a tree like a spider, like on all fours, and just hangs from a branch. She's like,
Is that
but
a power she has?
It's just her climbing a tree. It's just how they describe it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she's like, come on, I promised to be good. I'm only. It's like, by the way, I heard somebody. I heard somebody killed my friend.
Yeah. About that.
Can you direct me to them so I can rearrange their organs manually?
Fortunately, that's going to be a bit difficult. But, in the long run, you may just run into them. But,
Oh, I certainly hope so.
with that being said,
Glute Master will notice a mild discomfort on Lynn's face, and Lynn had no problem killing the people that you guys did before.
So, with that all being said and done, these will be your comrades. And he'll gesture to the several other platoon members of some that you've actually trained with. Others are definitely from the new reinforcements.
One of them is an 8-foot tall orc with a Slavic accent.
No. They'll just be said.
Well,
Each of you should be, if not soon, on your way. You met with the courier. You will have a shipment for each of you. It'll be resupplies. Components, potions, materials, things to keep your armor and blades in check. Tried to get it here today, but go figure. Someone's cabbage patch stall got hit on the way.
And she's like, oh, she's like, oh, that's great. Jirai will keep my, it's like Jirai will keep all my stuff safe. And she pats the basket on her back.
Just keep that thing locked up, please.
oh god damn it, she's got a weird creature too.
And she's like, Jirai's not a weird creature. He's just a little camera shy at times.
The fuck is a
Last I
camel?
checked, he is a camel.
Oh, did we get a new homunculus?
And
That
she's like,
reminds me. Gloop, we left Cleef off, didn't we?
I don't even remember. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
Thank
Mhm.
God.
We probably should have put the little bastard out of its. I don't even know.
I'll
if it
miss
was in
when
misery.
when Queefoth would say, "I'll do."
and
I don't know. I liked it when Cleefoff said Pepsi
and
or Fanta.
she pats the basket on the basket on her back. She's like, "Come out, Jirai. You can come
No,
out."
don't.
Oh, dear.
Lynn just fucking whacks the top of the basket with her bow staff to keep it closed. No more weird creatures.
What? It's like, you don't have arachnophobia, do you?
Suddenly, Lynn is now holding a fireball. Don't question how.
No, you are suddenly holding a military-grade napalm flamethrower.
And she's like, Jirai is a trapdoor spider. I keep him in my basket for, well, reasons. Like, oh, where are my manners? I didn't get to introduce myself properly. They call me the kite spider.
Oh, dear God.
And she's like, I think I demonstrated my reason for my epitaph in my training, but shall we get a move on?
That thing's fucking massive.
What?
A trapdoor spider.
I hate it. Also, we need a kind of mini.
Do you have something like a swords master, or something like a polearm master in your?
How do I
inventory?
delete an image someone else had post or someone else posted? I actually hate spiders.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is fine.
What
Oh,
would
you
it
saw
be
it?
under?
You saw what the trapdoor spider looks like, didn't you?
I don't like it.
They line they actually build trap doors. They line them with web, and they're like tripwires. So much as one, if something trips it, they'll leap out, grab it, and drag it in.
I don't like it.
That's why the lid of her basket is webbed up. If you don't want it to jump out, don't touch the wires.
This isn't misinformation. You swallow 8,000 spiders every year in your sleep.
That is indeed misinformation.
No, nuh-uh. It's true. I know, cause I got a belly full. Make my tummy hurty.
So
You know what, Joe? Just for
although-
that, I cast rubber bones on your ass.
although you can, although you cannot
How is
see
that
the,
going to affect me?
although you cannot see the spider,
Your bones are now rubber.
What
although
bones?
You in real life, Joe.
Although you
Oh.
cannot see the spider that she has in her basket, you do hear it.
Yeah, don't like that.
Joke's
This
on
char-
you. My bones have the consistency of cork.
And you do see
Oh,
her
no.
and you do see her basket twitch on her back a little bit.
The spell rubber bones is useless against you. You know what, Joe? I cast manual breathing on you.
I cast wipe but never clean.
On who?
One way to find
On.
out. Oh no, it's the gnome.
What do you mean it's the
I'm
gnome?
not a goblin. I'm not a gnome. I'm a gnome. And you've been known.
I'll just use this one because I fucking ass.
Oh my god, it is the gnome.
But yeah.
I'll just use that.
Oh, also, this isn't something for the immediate future, but I just thought of it. At some point, for those who want to be part of my eventual second campaign, which is likely to happen when we need a break from the main story, and again, could we sit down and make characters at some point, because I want to focus stuff around your guys' characters. This is something that can be done at any point. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Alright.
yeah, the basket on her back twitches a little bit, but she's like, "So, where do we find the courier?" I bet they're handsome.
They'll find you. They're gonna meet you halfway. So, with that being said, I'm gonna have you. He points out one of the reinforcements. Seem to be wearing a bit of like a
Suit of red samurai armor.
People wearing like a Drowcraft like black leather with like spider silk web design coming from the chest and going around. They've got like a not a raven mask, but
Rest in peace, Joe. Oh, Joe's back.
Misclick.
kind of like how the mask that Joker has from Persona. Something similar to that, but it more covers just the eyes and everything, so it's just like a raven mask.
So it's like a Venetian mask.
Sure, something along those lines. I'm gonna make you the appointer of getting them to the well. You're the only one that knows actually how to get there. Not to mention how to get past
Show me on
that
a map
spire.
and I'll know.
It's not exactly that simple. Sure, you can point it out on a map, but getting there is the problem. Finding the well and getting to the well are two different things. So, you've got Squad A, which will gesture to the Bloods Guild. You've got Squad B, gestures to you four. Squad C, gestures to the wannabe monks. And the big back range. And he gestures to the other squadron that he had enlisted from a different platoon.
What would you call off-brand Shaolin monks?
Mortal Kombat.
No.
Lin Kuei.
Fair enough.
Which is actually the name of like the monks from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we have Lin Kuei. Apparently.
So anyway. Everyone follow him. He knows how to get there. He'll lead you through. There will come points where after you get resupplied, you will need a rest. It's going to be a 12-day journey on foot. We can't exactly have you all flying. Can't exactly have you all flying in on dragons. Much the dragon is the only one who knows how to get there. Can't exactly get a wrist shot out of the sky. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. So I lost my wings. So, sire, you desire I be the one to lead our small army of militia? Damn right. But why me? What do I nearly have for fortifications? Yes, I've been there to the well of the dragons, but just merely on commission. The fact you know how to get past the main doors is what's going to get you through. So just because I have connections leads me to be the leader. You keep complaining, I'll pass it on to the next person. Very well. Well thought. As for the rest of you, you're all brothers and sisters. Treat yourselves like. Don't gotta like them, but you gotta respect them. It's like I gotta respect this asshole. I am no asshole, damn you. You're the one who's telling me not to give up when I'm ready to just throw in the towel and clock out. You clocked out ages ago when you lost your wings. And you clocked out when you had lost hair.
I don't respect my actual siblings.
And Bao is just like, it's hard sometimes, but they manage to make that marriage work.
Excuse me.
What?
It's like you bicker like an old married couple. Sometimes I'm questioning whether you are married.
Lin cast Kamehameha.
And she's like, come now.
I'm going to perform the Kamehameha wave. Ah! No, wait, that's Super Saiyan transformation. Kame.
So yeah, like Bao just says, like, you bicker like an old married couple. The war isn't over yet. Besides, I decided to join because they killed my friend, and I like helping people out. And personally, nobody kills my friend and gets away with it without being in several pieces. I'm going to turn them into cubed ice bacon. All I need to do is just find out where they are.
But
You see Draxus slowly look at Sable. Is it too late to send them back?
Come now, that's not nice.
Neither am I. Matter of fact, there's a reason why I'm commonly referred to as the asshole among his ranks.
And she's like, anyway, shall we get a move on? And she like pulls out her weapon that she has. She's like, this thing's starting to dull its blade a little bit. I need to get it sharpened.
Go get your whetstones out of the courier's package.
Lynn just like takes a good two steps back. Just like, I want as much distance between this thing as me as possible.
Have you figured out she's a clown yet?
I know she's a clown because I've seen your sheet. I'm
know,
just prepared to not make any persuasion or deception checks anymore.
So yeah, she's like, let's get a move on then. Where do we find the courier? You said the courier finds us, right?
The courier will find you, yes.
So where do we go?
You're instructed to follow the one wearing the Drowcraft armor.
So we follow the one wearing the Drowcraft armor.
For now. Gotta get my map.
Also, while they're walking, you just see a bird perch on Bao's basket, only for that thing to come out and snatch it and drag it in.
Bird.
It's like, oh look,
Lynn is not watching the basket enough to see that. She's just watching to see if the thing comes towards her. She's more watching Bao.
So, you can elaborate of what possibly happened that was so dire to the quest for help that the Dragoonans followed.
Also, Bao is traveling through the treetops. Do I roll
By the way-
acrobatics for that?
No. So anyway, that's what the Drowcraft says to everyone as they're walking.
Us and our two teammates who died, the one we were able to save, and unfortunately the one who we weren't, were ambushed and both very much killed in indecent ways. One froze up while the other was overran by our attackers.
And Bao just says, did Misery manage to do any damage to them?
I don't remember. That wasn't my concern. My concern was saving the one that froze up. For a moment, Misery was holding her own.
She's like, I may be jovial, but I can really help you guys out.
No. I'm just saying, how well do you handle heat?
Sorry, what?
How well do you handle the heat?
I myself have been in many fights.
No,
I
no, no.
am professionally a
Literal
bounty
heat.
hunter. Depends.
And Bauer just says, "I like it hot, baby."
I like it. Bah.
So after the first 2 days, you each finally come to a point where you notice the forests become a lot more dry and begin to just slowly wilt. A lot of your travels have become humid. You can feel the wetness in the air dampening into your skin and just gets very muggy and just, you're constantly sweating, you're constantly feeling heavy, like your body is just dragging like a damp towel.
Lynn loosens her gi.
As you go further and further, the trees become just very dead and the dirt becomes sand. You venture forth longer, more. There's no more floral, there's no more fauna. Just sandstone, sand, dust, and a lot of sweat.
So, this is where we're ultimately headed, huh?
They do call it a burial site for those of the great worms for nothing. It's actually rather a play on the words when they say the well. The well is just merely a metaphor for endless abyss, which gives back. This is ultimately where most of the great worms of ancient times were left to be buried, and even some to be, well, laid next to them. Essentially just a massive graveyard, and also home to the one and only. Now, my curiosity is, why just simply send us this way when we merely have all the time in the world?
That wouldn't be a good question, but one I don't think any of us have the answer to.
Of course not. It's a philosophical question. Much like that of, if Mooridask created all dragons, and Mooridask was made in the image of the great keepers after the gods were birthed from the keepers themselves, why does the chimera exist?
The Chimera?
The head of a lion, the body
Yes,
of a
I'm
goat.
aware. Clearly, Hydra got horny.
And
The
she's like,
same reason a manticore exists. A centaur got horny and said, I'm going to fuck that.
and
Likely the same reason my kind exists.
No, your mother just
Someone.
got curious with the pets.
No. My kind are older than just myself. And I likely doubt it would take one generation to have one like me.
so, how much farther until we reach our destination?
We still have a week to go.
Well, we should probably keep an eye out for more of those cult members.
So
And Garrett,
if they're out here, then they're bloody mad. I'm gonna need everyone to make me a perception check.
Alright, plus 10 perception.
Could be worse.
Oh no, that's not what I wrote. Hey, I got it exactly 20. I could be playing Jack and have plus 5 billion to perception. My passive perception could be yes.
At 20, so 22.
Okay. Then Joe.
Oh, fuck. I did the thing. I can't roll a die. Shit.
Go to rolladie.net.
Joe, do you not have a physical die?
No. What do I roll?
Perception.
20?
Yeah, d20.
Go. 12.
Plus your perception.
Let me pull up the thingy.
But yeah, no, Pyro, I got exactly 20.
Perception.
And before you say is it a nat 20, I'd like to point out
plus
it's
2.
impossible for me to roll a nat 20.
So 14.
Yeah, so you all can see off in the distance, as much as the heat waves are really fucking with your vision to the point where you feel nauseous because the waves are just that intense. You're pretty confident you can see what looks to be a carriage off in the distance.
I'd like to perform a spirit bomb.
And
Suddenly you see a mushroom cloud that is the size of Mount Everest.
Actually, Pyro, can I go silver?
So, are there cliff sides? Are there cliff sides that can be seen from?
Yeah, you're surrounded by caverns and gorges.
So I'm going to see if I can use my my spider to get a better look.
Down in the gorges?
No, I mean from up high to where we can get a better look at the carriage.
Oh, up high, no, but down below, yes. You are on high ground right now.
All right. So I guess we just go. It's like, should we go after that carriage?
It looks to be coming towards you.
I think it's coming our way.
Then let's hurry. Time's a wasting.
Luke, you want to maybe try and ambush them? Lynn gestures to just the two of them are running down the cliff face.
Yeah. Kill him. I'ma kill him.
And
kill him good.
Balfont's like, it's like you really, we should try some diplomacy. There'll be plenty of time for pillow talk later.
Lynn and Gloop are already running down the mountainside.
So, as the car appears to be coming closer, you see that it has a very large amount of cargo. It's got all kinds of crates. It's got all kinds of like woven bags, and it's being led on by a pretty decently old man wearing a straw hat and a blue vest. Eventually he'll stop the cart just for you to realize it's being hauled by a donkey.
Pyro, what color? Oh, huh? What color is hair, and is he wearing a circlet of demon horns?
No. It is not.
Is he about 5'10"?
No, like the only piece of clothing he has is a blue vest.
Oh, Gallon at least has pants.
Well, he's got. I meant as far as his torso go, he's got like these, like Prince Ali fucking peasant, like mid-east Like
Okay,
those
so
are white
not
pants.
not Galad style of pants, which are more trouser style, but ripped up. Okay.
Imagine like Aladdin pants. That's kind of what he's got.
So he's dressed like Aladdin.
Similar, but with a straw hat instead of a purple vest. It's a blue vest.
So this is the genie that comes out when you rub a bottle of Old Spice.
No, that's Tim Cruise.
Yeah. Pyro is correct in that.
No, it's not Tim Cruise. Terry Crews. My bad.
Well, you're the ones I was told about. The little army that could. Well, if you could, don't die. You're gonna cost me a lot of money if you do.
And Balfon's just like, oh, I don't plan on dying.
Everyone does it eventually, but if you die to the hand of the cult, well, I lost a bet. And a lot of money. If you die, I'll have your head.
If you
So
can
anyway,
find it, you can keep
So he's like,
Well then,
he just pushes himself up and he just throws himself, like literally throws himself. He grabs his feet and just swings himself into the back of the cart. And he starts digging through a bunch of the crates, and then he'll just link with a pot, hold it above his head, jump down and set it on the ground. Just to very slowly, one by one, pull off the nails off the top with this makeshift hammer, if a hammer was made of a fork. And he'll lift the lid.
Well.
made a quirk.
well, I believe this is everything he ordered. Let's see. Absorbent amount of moderate potions, 10 for each individual. 3 whetstones that have 4 usage per. Let's see.
Those
here.
are some very shitty whetstones.
Yeah, well, I don't make the order list, I just ship it. However, these things are supposed to be one of the better ones, so to use up their.
Those are the better whetstones? A whetstone shouldn't break unless dropped.
Well, to put it to you this way, from what I've been told, I don't know because I don't use this shit. It's supposed to make your blades razor sharp the first 4 times you use it. Then it just makes it, well, like a normal whetstone.
So, special whetstones that become normal after 4 uses.
Pretty much.
That makes more sense.
Let's see, we've got armor polish, we've got tanning polish, we've got polish that's tan. Don't know why the hell he put a lobster tail in here, but sure. Alright, what else we got in here?
Anything for those of us that wear cloth? Lynn gestures to herself in Goop Master.
Yeah, I believe he's got, yep, here we are, at the bottom of the list, 5 Weaver kits. Let's see, 7 water skins that can hold 10 gallons per, so 70 gallons total. Should hold you over 100 rations.
Wait, how many water kits?
It's 7 water skins that can hold 10 gallons. 125 rations to be distributed among the crew. Like, he's supplying the whole, like, militia, not just you guys.
Oh, I know, I'm just writing it down.
No, you're fine.
Let's see here, let's see, polish,
Oh, yeah. He also has here, 30 component pouches, 15 greater component pouches. I don't know why. You guys are just a bunch of fucking weirdos with spears.
I think some of us can do magic.
Well, you think that.
I
but
mean,
you know
I
what?
can teleport through shadows. I can move through them.
Let's see here. Anything else? Oh yeah. You. And he walks up to just this random.
10
This
foot
is-
or
no,
8
no,
foot
no.
tall orc in red samurai armor
No.
with a greyhound.
No, he walks up to like a very standard like white Dragoona. I was explicitly told to give you this. Just on the back, like just straight pimp slaps him. Courtesy from parentheses your sister. And you just see the guy just like rub his face and he's like, yeah, I can recognize the handwriting.
Honestly, it would have been funnier if it was Greg getting slapped from his sister. God damn it. I do not know why she did not just do this when we were at home.
Alright. This seems to be everything. If you get another supply, I'll find you eventually.
Hold on, wait. I don't think I heard you read the man's message again. Can you read it to him again?
Please, no. No, I think you're right. Let me reread it just to make sure everyone hears it. It's very clear and aware of her intentions. Oh.
Hey, can you do that one more time?
You just watch as the dude literally just holds his lance against his throat. I think he understood the message this time. Context clues tell me. He has read it once, checked it twice, and I believe he understands now who's naughty or nice.
Hold on. Can I have that guy holding the lance make me a strength saving throw?
Can't read my dice. What the fuck? Okay. 17.
Ah, damn it. His ass isn't grappled.
So you go to like rush over to him and just try to pull him off. Just try to like pull him off.
I tried to use the tentacle to grapple him.
No, so you use the tentacle to try to grapple him, and it's just like the equivalent of you trying to just pull a rope on a boulder, and you're just getting nowhere, but just tightening the rope even more. So he lowers the lance, and he straps it back on his back. Alright. It looks like it's everything. If you need anything else, well, I'll find you eventually once I get the order in. I've got other orders to fulfill. Well, take care. Go, asshole. Yeah. And then the mule just slowly starts to just keep going.
It's like, look at that.
Oh.
He can flawlessly take control of a donkey.
What an off.
He's got a nice ass. I gotta give him that.
Okay,
Yeah, but it takes so long to get my ass in check.
ignoring that. I guess it just goes and loot what we were given.
Yeah, as like a militia.
I think that's the important things. So I guess how do we divide it up? So there's 7 of us, so each one of us gets
There's
water
50
skin.
total.
What?
There's 15 members among your small army total.
There's 15?
Yes. Because there's
Why is there only
4
7 water skins?
that holds 10 gallons. It's like you take a swig and you pass it
Yes,
around.
but we're all in a desert and it'd be better for everyone to have their own large water skin.
Seven water skin that can hold gallons.
Yes! Never mind.
So, I guess we keep going.
Wait, what is 125 rations divided by 15 people?
Can we keep going?
Hold on, we're dividing the loot. Pyro, 125 rations doesn't divide evenly. It becomes 8.3 repeating.
Don't blame me. Blame Draxus. He's the one who made
I
the order
blame
list.
your Draxus!
No, I am Pyro.
Pyro, you play everyone who isn't the party.
So,
You control their every move, their every thought.
alright, then explain the 3 whetstones.
One
I don't
shudders-
fucking know.
One shudders to imagine.
Wait,
what
it's only
each
3
new thought
whetstones
might lie
total?
at last.
Yes.
What dreams of chronic and
Because
sustained cruelty.
You're not an intelligent man.
Oh, I'm very intelligent. Draxus just isn't. I can even show you on a sheet.
Pyro, I believe that your intellect score.
This list
Just
was
for-
written the way it is on purpose.
I'm aware, but I'm saying I believe your personal intellect score is a -1 for the modifier.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I do have memory loss.
Wouldn't that be more of a wisdom?
No.
Isn't
Yep.
history wisdom?
Either way, I have memory loss. But I'm still wise enough to realize don't fuck around and you don't find out.
Alright. So wait, there's 10 moderate...
And no,
there's
history is
10
intelligence, anyway.
10 moderates per person. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone has 10 moderates. I guess the player party members will hold on to one of the whetstones each. I don't know who's holding on to the armor polish. I assume who's ever wearing plate, shade, or hat. Or scale mail, even. How many of our party members have cloth? Like our total party. Like the war party.
So as the total, not including you 3, maybe 6 others.
Maybe, okay, so I guess Gloop and Lynn will get 1 each, and then between the 3 others, they share. Or the 6 others, they share 3. I'm really I guess whoever can or whoever needs to can hold the water skins. Does kind of need component pouches since his quest.
They could use, so the way that the blood mage works is you could replace the component with blood. Like if it is a required component, like his component pouches can only work up to 3rd level, with exceptions. Like if it requires a certain value, and then greater component goes up to 5th, with exceptions of it being a value thing.
So
If
then
it is
for
if-
6, you just have to have random things.
For 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, you have to have the component. But if it is a component you don't have, or if it is a valued item that you don't have, you can replace it in terms of blood by taking XD4 necrotic damage, where X is equal to the spell's level.
How many of us are spellcasters?
Just Kana.
So Kana gets 30 component pouches.
Oh, I thought you... Okay, as a whole.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the war party right now.
Yeah. So, there is 4 Cosmic Voyagers. And then there's there's 4 Cosmic Voyagers, and that is from the other platoon. And then you have 1, 2, 3 other Blood Mages.
3 other blood mages.
Yeah. Just kind of would have
So
came with the other 3.
We
as
have
part of
8
reinforcement.
total.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know 30. I'm 90% sure 30 doesn't divide by 8 evenly.
It doesn't.
I hate you. That's 3.75. So someone's gonna have 4 component pouches, because it should be about 3 per person. Kana has 4 regular component pouches. 50. Kana's gonna have 2 greater component pouches, because it's about... Because 15 divided by 8 divides to about 2, so that means everyone should get 1. The 8 of them... I hate you for making me do extra math, you cunt.
It wasn't my intention.
In fact, you know what, Pyro?
Don't
I
piece my
cast
Jordan.
You know what? I cast Crease Your Jordans too, but I cast Stubbing Your Toe constantly, hard enough to make it bleed a little. And then when it heals up, you stub it again. I cast Constant Stow Tub at 9th level. Also, it's 8.3 repeating for the rations, which I really hate. Because I don't know how to divide that evenly. Joe, are you stoned? Joe?
I'm assuming they're not the fuck out.
Joe and his other friends normally stay up pretty late.
It's Harry the Platypus with his jukebox.
So I guess now we just keep going.
Yeah,
I would say let's call it here, just because the next area is going to be a combat encounter that I know is going to take a hot minute.
so will
Oh,
Shai's character end up catching up to us?
Yeah, eventually.
But it's not even midnight yet.
Yeah, but like I said, the combat encounter is going to take a hot minute. And we're 30 minutes from. And I got to be up early tomorrow. Which I would love to keep going.
Well,
Yeah, well, sorry for being late.
It is what it is. But the next session we'll go into the next area that I have planned out. We'll do the combat encounter. It might take a whole session, being that we have 15. So it'll be the 4 of you, and the rest I'll just do via my fucking AI bot that I've got going on. I just got to list out.
Plus, this is when Bao finally gets to shine. Because I want to see what Bao is capable of.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and kill the stream.